see live here on Fox Sports 1. As we set the field for the Daytona 500, Jason Harris leading a draft out there right now. Mix of Chevys, Toyotas, and Fords.
Teddy Mears is running good down here. He had a great unlimited, qualified pretty good. Little car, single car team, Booty Barker.
You know, when you have about 5 or 6 cars like that, not a lot that you're going to learn. So what you would want to do is just make a long run. Either just see if the balance changes, see how the car's driving. You probably want to shift from the front of that pack back into the back of one of those smaller packs. You're not going to really get true racing conditions, but every crew chief will tell you, if you're going to be on track learning something, let's learn something.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, you're going through a series of things here. First of all, how much tape can I run on my grill? We talked about the opening. How much can I close that up and still keep the engine cool? Running in traffic. Then we're talking about tire pressure buildups. And that's something you have to monitor to keep the car handling well all night long. How low do I have to start the pressures? Where are they going to build up to? And what do I need to do to help the car when it comes to tire pressure? How many times have we heard these guys come to pit road, drop a pound of air out of the car, and the car was a totally different car?
But before we get there, let's talk coming to pit road, and let's have a look at Chase Elliott in the 24.
This is a really important part of this race. There's a very good chance you're going to be making green flag stops. You want to get there with as much speed as possible. You can see that car really wiggling around there. I can't tell if that's a little bit too much rear brake or if he was downshifting. I think DW, you thought maybe he was downshifting. I think you might be right. I think he did it a little too early. The back end hopped around on him, but he definitely did a nice job carrying a lot of speed there.
Here's what Chase said.
So you did a pretty good job coming to the line, but I did not see you slide. That's going to take some getting used to with this dash deal. It's too hard to hold the line. It's just way too jumpy right there with whatever setting that is. Just left that mirror. I can't see where guys are very well either.
So, well, interesting thing on the mirror. I wouldn't be surprised if they have the left side mirror that I liked in the car. And I'll apologize to Chase right now. He probably wants something a little bit different. I always like to flat mirror on that left side, but it doesn't give you a lot. Actually, no, they went with the concave one. They went away from the one that I really like. But, no, I think that right there, him talking about the dash, the digital dash, all these teams keep talking about how they're tuned for pit road speed. And I've heard from a lot of different drivers a whole mix of how they're tuning to that. I've heard some guys say, hey, I was within a half a mile per hour on pit road all the way down pit road, and we're very happy with it. I've heard others say, like Chase just did, very difficult to get down to pit road speed and hold that speed.
Mike, I think peripheral vision, it's restricted somewhat with the Hans device, the way the seats are made. Then you throw in some extra mirrors. What he's worried about is a car dive bombing him as he comes on the pit road. Comes in a little hotter, and all of a sudden he doesn't know he's there. So he's thinking he thinks like a veteran. I mean, those are things that a rookie may never think of, but this kid's always kind of thinking, kind of planning ahead.
That was Greg Biffle's car. We saw the glass panel, the new digital dash. It's in use in the Sprint Cup Series, and it's mandatory. It's not an option for these teams.
Here in this group, we're back to the digital dash. What I love so much is that lap time up there. That's something that the drivers have never had in race or practice conditions, and that is such a huge tool. Maybe it's not a big tool here at Daytona, but when we leave here and we go to Atlanta and we go to Las Vegas and California and Phoenix, they are going to live by that number every single lap.
Yeah, and it helps you know what you did on that lap. Maybe you ran a different line or something, so it always helps you to document that.
Well, the last couple days, there's been a lot of gum flap, roof flaps. This is David Reagan's. Take just a couple of minutes ago in this session.